What's going on, YouTube? My mail carrier left me a pile of mail at the front door, and I just now found it when I got in. I'm going to try and share all of this in a video. This is a large lot, and I'm going to be honest with you. I know what it is based on the size of the box. This is a 200 plus refractor lot. That is going to be very large. I'm not sure what this is. Could be any number of things. And I'm not sure what these two are. Could be, again, any number of things. So to start with, let's get into the smallest one first, and let me cut into it and see what I've got here. Um, not even positive as to what this is. Oh, I see. This is a Ron Gant card. Okay. For you, those of you that have been following my channel for for a very long time, you know that I'm a Ron Gant collector. I've got a ton of Ron Gant autographed cards and photos, and he's been one of my favorite all-time players since I was really in high school. Anyway, I've got a couple of this card already, but I came across this one. It was too good of a deal to pass up, so I purchased it. This was from a early 90s 94 Fleer. This was a insert set, subset as they call it, numbered 3 out of 10 it says on the back, but Fleer Lumber Company, and those were not that easy to pull back in the day. Of course, you know, their insert sets from back in this era are not worth as much as anything modern, but because, you know, junk era. But at the same time, these were inserted very rare. You could bust box after box of packs, and you might, you know, if you were looking for this card, you might bust you know, a lot of packs before you found something with that card in it. They were not the easiest thing to pull. And I remember Barry Bonds was in this set, and he, back in the day, back in the 90s, he was the one that everybody wanted. So but anyway, because it is a, not that it's, they're out there, but because it was so hard to pull back in the day, whenever I, you know, like I said, I've seen that, and I already have a couple of copies of it. I've never actually sent one of these to Ron Gant to get autographed, although I have, I don't know how many other cards of his autographed. But now that I've got 3 of these, I may send one to him, because he always sends back, he always signs. But I may send one to him because of that, because it's just it's very much, you know, it would be a nice card to get autographed. It's just that those were so hard to pull, so hard to find when I was younger, you know, and I remember that. I've got another little lot here that actually came in the other day, and I never showed it online. I've never even processed it in my set, but I thought I would share it with you. This was a refractor lot. This came in a couple of days ago, and it was basically, there's like wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards, I think. But anyway, it was like one of these guys on eBay had like a buy so many, get so many free, and I can't remember what it was, but it was during a week or two ago. But anyway, I picked out like a few that I actually picked out 3 cards that I needed to go with the 2021 update purple refractor set that you guys, if you watched the video, I got a large lot. I purchased for like, basically it was under $11 shipped, something like that. 51 different, and the entire complete set of purple refractors for 2021 Topps Chrome update was only 100. Well, there should be 3. Yeah, he doubled up. 3 more that I needed for the set on that. And I will do a video, because I'll be honest with you, once everything comes in. Because I made a deal with a guy in a Facebook group the other day, and he's sending me all the cards that I needed, the refractors that I needed to complete that refractor set of 100. Not counting these, because I already knew I'd purchased these. But he's sending me the rest of them. We worked out a deal. And when they come in, I will have the entire complete set of 2021 Topps Chrome purple refractors, and I'll have less than altogether from what I paid for the other lot, these, and from this guy, I'll have less than 35 in the whole set, and the whole set sells for around raw condition, nothing graded, and in good condition, not good condition, near mint to mint condition, sells for around 55 to 60 bucks, which is not going to make you rich, but I like refractors, a whole lot better than base cards. And if I'm going to collect a set, it's going to be a set of refractors. Anyway, the other cards I got in that lot were Emmanuel Clase, um, another Emmanuel Clase. Both of those, by the way, are refractors as well. These were, like I said, you buy, I think it was buy 4, get 3 free, and the 4 were overpriced. The 4 that you have to buy is overpriced, but then it works out you're getting, the refractors overall like by 65 cents a piece. Here's a Bob Feller. I'm a Guardians fan. It's a Bob Feller for the, all these are Guardians here. Jose Ramirez, X-Fractor. And so, nice little lot there. And as I was adding a few more, and those two are in the same penny sleeve. But anyway, nice little lot there. I just thought I'd share this real quick. I'll move on here and get into some of these other cards here that, like this one here, I'm not sure what's in it, but we'll find out real soon, shortly here. This looks like a graded card. I'm not sure what it would. Oh, I bet it's. There was a card I bought the weekend of July 4th, and as soon as I paid for it, I won it in an auction. As soon as I paid for it, the guy was like, he messaged me and told me he would ship it as soon as he could, that he was actually in the hospital. And I'm like, oh no, don't tell me this is going to be one of these sellers that's like, doesn't even have the card or is already making excuses. That's the one. And but I told him, I said, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you get well soon. That'll be fine. Because I only paid $5 for it. I won it with a $5 bid. And shipping was $5. So I got $10 in this, but I'm happy with it at $10. This is only a PSA 9, but this is a it is serial number to 199, 191 out of 199, and it is a Aqua Lava Refractor from 2024 Topps Chrome. And the PSA specs on this, there is none graded higher currently, and this is actually the only one like it graded. There's only 200 in existence because it's serial numbered to 199 right there on the front. But the fact that it's serial numbered to only 199, I'm sure there'll be some more down the road. Somebody that's putting together an Aqua Lava refractor set will be sending one in to get graded or something. But pretty cool. And because it's a short print, I love anything rare. If I can get it cheap, rare, I'll grab it. I love refractors, and that is just Aqua Lava, beautiful refractor. And so I'm thrilled that came on in, and I'm glad. I hope that guy's doing well. And because, like I said, he had messaged me right after I won that auction. That had been a few weeks ago, so I'd actually forgotten that I'd even won that, because I'm bad to not go through my feedback but maybe once a month on eBay anymore. And I'm going to save that biggest one till last. This is going to be a little bit longer video because that big box of refractors, I'm going to share every one with you guys, because and like I said, the purple set, when I get all those others in, I'm just going to do one video for the whole purple set, go through show all 100 refractors in that set. This is a package inside a package. So whatever this one is, it was sealed up really, really good. Let's see here. This was taped. Again, this is a drop shipper, and I'll tell you why. The cards that I bought that were shipped to me from one seller, and what he did, he got this package from somebody else and just stuffed it in another bubble mailer and mailed it to me. So he bought the cards that, either that or he's selling for somebody else or something. But to me, that's a drop shipper. That is exactly what that is. And I'm not sure what this could be. And don't tell me another package inside of another package. Wow. This is getting crazy. But that's kind of eerie to me. It's one of the reasons that when I branch out on eBay and actually buy something from somebody that I've never dealt with before, It's not very common, and usually I have to really like their feedback, so to speak, because there's so many people I hate how they do. This guy, I mean, whoever packaged this up is not the guy that I bought it from, sadly, but this is for sure. Um, and it might be somebody some people working together as partners. I mean, sometimes there's people that's got partners and they're not actually located in the same area, but yet they work together to sell collections, whatnot, buying and selling, and together. This is a refractor lot, and I'm not sure which one it is. I'm thinking it's a refractor lot though, by the way it looks, and I'm not really sure why they've got cards there. This is just cards they threw on the sides for packing. Yeah, because I sure didn't buy that crap. That's just base crap. So is this. Although I started to say that's a Guardian at least, but it's actually not. Corey Kluber, but with the Yankees. But I was going to, they put some base cards on the outside for protection of these. This is a refractor lot as well. I'm not sure because I had bought 2 or 3 lots, and I knew I had that 200 card one coming, and I had a big one come in the other day that I showed you all. I had that purple refractor lot of 51 that came in the other day, and I'm sorry, there's a lot to show in this, but I'm trying to get all this tape off. At least it's painter's tape and not Scotch tape. But this right here, it's a mix. It looks like it doesn't look like it's all from one set, but we'll see. Okay, that's the last of the painter's tape off of all those. We got them undone. And I'll throw these backer boards to the side here. And here we go. Heath Fulmer. These are from 2019 Topps. Heath Fulmer, Royals. Josh Rogers, Orioles. All of these are just standard refractors, it looks like. Billy Hamilton with the Royals. Former stolen base king. Blake Trinine. Pretty good relief pitcher for a while. Ryan Baruchi. I remember him being on the waiver wire all the time in dynasty leagues. Cody Allard. He's with the Guardians now, and he stinks. Nick Birdie, decent relief pitcher. That's a rookie card. That's also an X-Fractor there. Here's another X-Fractor, Jake Cave with the Minnesota Twins. Rookie card as well. And here is Shane Green when he was with Detroit, X-Fractor. Maikel Franco with the Phillies. Here is a pink refractor, Adrian Morhan. I'm probably butchering the last name. Pink refractor though, nice. Kevin Newman, rookie card refractor. Another pink refractor, Brian Anderson. Solid player with the Marlins for a long time. Another pink refractor, Nicky Lopez with the Royals. Bryce Wilson, back when he was still with Atlanta. Jameson Taillon, when he was still with Pittsburgh. Guy had a lot of promise when he first came up. Injuries really changed his career around. Astudillo Williams, Minnesota. Is that Minnesota Twins? Yep, Minnesota Twins. Will Myers, Padres. Ronald Odor, Texas Rangers. Every one of these is a refractor. Dakota Hudson, St. Louis. That's an X-Fractor. They're either X-Fractors, refractors. Wait a minute, that is not an X-Fractor. That's just the way the card looks in the background. Okay, Trevor Richards. Justin Upton, solid player for a long time, especially in fantasy. Joey Rickard. Starling Castro, solid player in the major leagues for a long time, solid starting caliber player. Elvis Andrews, Texas. And here is a nice this is a Mojo refractor. It looks like a Garrett Cooper with the Yankees. For some reason, it is not in a plastic sleeve. Penny sleeve. I can take care of that. Here's another Bryce Wilson. This one is an X-Fractor with the Braves. Another X-Fractor, Jake Lamb. Chance Adams. Justice Sheffield. Boy, he was a bust of a prospect, top prospect. Zach Cozart, pretty good player. Francisco Arcia, Chicago Cubs. Nick Markakis, very solid hitter for a lot of years. Nothing great, but a very solid hitter. Another Billy Hamilton with the Royals there. This is X-Fractor. DJ Stewart, again. I think that's the second one of him. And it is an X-Fractor, though it's not showing much on there on camera. It is an X-Fractor. Carlos Martinez, standard refractor. Another X-Fractor, Gregory Polanco. And Sean Manaea. And I thought I had all the painter's tape off, but the Manaea had one more little piece there. So anyway, that was a nice lot. Now, I can't remember what I paid for that. Normally, I'll tell you if I do, but I don't remember. I know it was, I will say this, when I buy lots of refractors like this, I usually don't want to pay more than 30 cents a piece, and that's the price that they're asked, that I'm willing to pay plus shipping. I don't want more than 30 cents a piece in them. If I can, if I pay more than that, there's got to be some stars, some superstars in the lot. If it's all mainly just common players or whatever, or low-end rookies, 30 cents a piece is the most I'm willing to pay for a lot of refractors. And I know some people say, well, that's low, because refractors, it's not like, you just buy a pack and every card in the pack is a refractor. And I know that, but I'm not looking to, bust retail. I'm a collector, investor, so I'm only willing to pay 30 cents a piece on average. So when I find a lot that I can get them for that, I'll buy them. And if I can't find a lot, if I see a lot and it's more than that, and it's going to, it don't take but a second to figure it up on the calculator. If it's going to be a lot more than that, I will not pay for it. I will pass on it no matter what, unless it's got some, superstar level talent. Oh man! Now the cards that were through on the backers, like I showed that Corey Kluber, I might as well show these. These are base cards, but Cody Bellinger, another Cody Bellinger. This right here is a Brady Singer, and this one here is Ichiro with Miami. But right here's an autograph. Yafi Solano, Dominican Prospect League, and it's numbered to 149. Now, that was a throw-in, because I sure didn't buy that. That was just threw in as a card on the side for, like to protect the refractors. But that's a nice, and look at it. Oh, I just realized this is a dual auto patch. Too bad I've never heard of the guy. Nobody else probably has either, and if you're this guy and you're watching, I'm sorry to say that, or if you're, a family member or a friend, I just mean I've never heard of it. But anyway, that's a nice looking card right there. So it's a little bonus right there. Threw into that lot. And now the last thing I'll share in this video, and I know this video is going to be a little bit longer, but this is a 200 card refractor lot. And give me just a second here. I don't have a pocket knife out or box cutter out, so I'm going to try and not kill myself while I try to get into these. If I can get that started, and of course I didn't. Hold on, let me just do it this way. It won't take but a second here. And there we go. That worked on that end. I've never shipped cards. Usually, I've never shipped cards to somebody in a 200 count or a 300 count or a 500 count box, but that's what happened. I've had a lot shipped to me that way, but I've never sold anything that, like, I've never sold complete sets or anything by mail, unless most anything I've sold by mail that was like bulk, just shipped in a flat rate box. But I've never really usually, in other words, it seemed like when I was selling in groups, if I was selling enough to be bulk, I was filling up a medium flat rate box full and selling it with the shipping part included. Yeah, this is a 200 count refractor lot, and it's going to be a lot of cards, as you can see here. I just pulled all these out, and I can't tell you what else in these. I do know that they're all they should all be pretty much major league. In other words, no Bowman prospect crap, I don't think, or very little, if any. So, but anyway, we'll get into these real that in used card supplies there. None of these are in penny sleeves, but we'll go through them as quick as we can here. This is, I'm not going to worry about the years, okay? I'm just going to do the players' names here. Victor Zambrano, Mike Timlin, pitcher with the Red Sox there. Kurt Ainsworth with the Baltimore Orioles. I remember when he was a very top prospect with the San Francisco Giants. Maglio Ordonez with the White Sox. Boy, he was a heck of a player for a lot of years. Will Ledesma, Detroit Tigers. These are a little older. Phil Nevin, former steroid star. This is an X-Fractor. Nice. Jairo Garcia. Sorry about that. Nice looking card. I'll tell you the truth, I've never been a fan of these that have the little autograph like that because it's too easy for somebody that's not familiar with the set to get confused. And I see it all the time online. People trying to sell cards like this, claiming it's autographed, and it's a face smile autograph. But anyway, I'm not a fan of cards like that. Phil Hughes with the Yankees there, Refractor. Milton Bradley, Texas Rangers. We got some older tops here. Jeremy Hermita. Probably butchering that name. I do remember when he was a top prospect. You see, you remember all the top prospects when you play in a 20-team dynasty baseball league for 15 plus years or 20 years. That's me. Ronnie Belliard. I remember him very well. Wasn't such a great fantasy player, but he's a solid major leaguer for a lot of years. Johnny Gomez with Tampa Bay Rays. In fact, he come up back when they were still the Devil Rays. Jake Westbrook there with Colorado. Brandon Morrow. Talk about a guy that was a top prospect that never really turned into a stud that everybody thought he was going to. Ahmed Rosario with the Mets. That's early in his career card because he played for several. He was a pretty good player for us here in Cleveland. Josh Hamilton. Yep. The guy that drugs messed up his career. That's a beautiful 1972 looking refractor right there. 1972 tops looking. I love that card. That's a beautiful card. Anthony Rendon on a pink refractor. That is beautiful. Too bad Rendon has not been that good. Here is an awesome green refractor. This is like a prism refractor. Matt Kemp. Very good player with the Dodgers at one time. So there's some very nice cards there. And that's only one pack. Now, apparently there's going to be some basketball refractors in this as well. I'm not usually I'm mainly a baseball collector, but refractors, a lot like this, you take what you get. Jeff McGinnis. He played at North. I'm from the South. I'm from right at the borderline of Virginia, North Carolina. McGinnis, I remember in his Tar Heel days. Quincy Dobie. Do not remember him at all. Steve Novan. Do not remember him at all. But these are some refractors. And these basketball ones I'll probably lot up and resell. Throw them in a resale pile for a group. That was Randy Foy. Again, never heard of him. Ayan Hollins. Never heard of him. Marcus Banks. I do remember that name. Now, I remember this guy, Theo Ratliff. He was a bull of a rebounder and great defensive big man. I remember him well. Eric Daniels. I can't even read the name. Yep, Eric Daniels. Don't really know him. Eric Williams. I do remember. It seemed like I remember him. Did he play for Boston? He played for Boston at one time. That's where I remembered him from. Now, I remember the big dog, Glenn Robinson. Boy, he was a horse. I remember him in college, and I remember him being a stud on some exciting Milwaukee Bucks teams with Ray Allen and Sam Cassell. Those were some good Milwaukee Bucks teams. Udonis Haslem. And, oh, man, this is numbered. I haven't even been looking at none of these refractors that I've showed in this video, and I'll go back and look at them later, but that one's serial numbered to 999. When I'm going through and processing these for my collection, if I find any of these lots that are really short print or something, I will bring them up in a future video and reshare that. Desmond Mason, I do remember him. Nice refractor there. Oh, and this one is numbered to 999 as well. All of these are. Josh Howard, I remember him. And that one on the back there, numbered to 999. Give me just 1 second here. I know this is going to be a longer video. The Ratliff wasn't. The Banks wasn't. There's 1, 2, 3. The Robinson, daggone, I was hoping the Glenn Robinson was serial numbered, but it wasn't. Well, 3 of these 3, were serial numbered on the back to 999. I know that's not that low of a print, but it is, serial numbered nonetheless, and it means one less than 1,000 were ever made. I don't really see no other. I was going to go back. That Matt Kemp, that one that I was talking about, such a beautiful prism refractor, the green border. Look at this. It's serial numbered on that back corner right there to 99. Yep, 84 out of 99. Nice. And let me see. I was going to look at one other one. No, that one that I really loved right there, it's not serial numbered. But there may be some more, like I said in here. And if there is, I'll do a follow-up video later, over the next week, and I'll show any others. But I know this is a lot of cards, a lot of refractors, and we're already 20-some minute mark, so I've got to hurry up. But right here, Michael Crabtree. Here's some football refractors. Jamal Charles. Damian Williams. Aaron Colvin. Cameron Wake, Dolphins. Madison Hedgecock. Lawrence Timmons. I've never heard of any of these football players, I think, but one. Here's one I've heard of, Matt Hasselback. J.R. Russell. Tim Rattay, X-Fractor. Michael Gaines, X-Fractor. Algie Crumpler, I guess that's how you say that name. Another Patrick Wheels. I remember this guy, Plaxico Burress with the Steelers there. Logan Thomas. Aaron Murray. Arthur Lynch. Here is a die cut, Cody Latner. Nice looking card there. Not serial numbered or anything, but nice looking card there. David, I can't even read it. This is numbered to 199. David Green. Never heard of him. Serial number right there at the top, on the back, 199. Jeff Matthews. Orange refractors. Here's another orange. This is Kyle Van Noy, Detroit Lions, it says. Here is a prism looking refractor, Eric Reed. And let's see, Greg McElroy. Never heard of him. And this is a mini Demarius Thomas. And it is not serial numbered, but as you can see when I hold this up to it, it's a mini card. And so that's cool. Minis are always kind of cool. All right, moving on to the next pack. It looks like back to baseball. Oh, man, I'm sorry, guys. I know this is a longer video, but when you get a lot in like these and you want to share, if you guys, I know a lot of you guys like to see these things, and I like to share what I get in, so it is what it is. Trey Mancini, beautiful refractor. Look at that. That's just gorgeous. Here's some purple refractors. I think this is 2022. Topps Chrome, Kevin Smith. Let's see, not serial numbered. Here is Connor Pilkington, Guardians. Luke Williams, rookie card. Here's Lucas Fox, rookie card, refractors. Another Kevin Smith. This is first Bowman Chrome refractor, Kevin Smith. He ended up with Oakland, but he never did pan out. All right, here's one I needed for the purple set, and I actually got this coming in a lot from a guy on a Facebook group, but a Nolan Arenado. Here's Francisco Morales, rookie card. Here is Bowman Chrome first, Cody Jones. Never heard of him, Royals. Xander Bogaerts. He was one of my nephew's favorites when he was still with Boston. My nephew was a Boston Red Sox fan. Lorenzo Cain, very good player for a lot of years. Here's a speckle refractor, Joey Gerber. Here is some X-Fractors. Jorge Soler. Jazz Chisholm Jr. Nice one there. Very nice one there. Cookie Carlos Carrasco. That'll go in the Guardians Indians PC. Lucas Giolito. Refractor. Alex Verdugo. Refractor with the Yankees there. Kyle McCann. Refractor. Robert Gasser. And then, well, I'm saying refractor. Them's X-Fractors. Manuel Margot with the Boston Red Sox there. Here is Jacob deGrom with the Mets. Back when he was still with them. Tyler Beatty, Giants. Another X-Fractor here, Marcus Semien, back when he was still with Oakland. Man, that's back when they could still afford a player. When they were still in Oakland. Ronald Guzman, Texas Rangers. That's a negative refractor right there, or sepia refractor. Marwin Gonzalez. And now on to another pack here. We'll try to, every one of these I got to break into, so I know it takes a little bit more time, and I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to do the best I can here. We've only, Nolan or Arenado, basic refractor. We've only went through about half of these. Back to some purple sheer, Adam Frazier. Carlos Rodon when he was with the Giants still. Chris Archer, Twins. Here is rookie debut, Devi Garcia. And this is actually the set that I've been working on here as well. 2021 Topps Chrome update. Here is Hae Seong Kim. And see, this is a few more that I would, there's a couple there that I could have also, I ordered, so I'll have duplicates of, but it's okay. Shane Bieber, another one for the Guardians PC. Mitch Moreland, Oakland A's there. Willie Adames. Another one that I've ordered, John Lester. I wish I'd have waited till this lot come in. I didn't realize there was that many purple refractors in this. Adam Wainwright on a beautiful pink refractor there. Here is a black negative refractor, Carlos Cookie Carrasco. Jordan Groshans, bust of a prospect. Boy, at one time, they really hyped him when he's in Toronto's system. Zach Wheeler, very good pitcher. Zach Thompson, pink refractor. Michael Brantley with the Astros. Boy, he was a horse of a player for a lot of years here in Cleveland. Brandon Lowe, pink refractor there. Tony Santillan. Hoy Park, another pink refractor there. Gavin Williams. I got a lot of hope for that guy. He's got some ace stuff. Here is Bobby Dahlback. Nick Madrigal. Not really. He was hyped as a top prospect. He could hit, but he could not. He didn't have no power, no speed, but he really never even hit in the major leagues. Kyle Isbell, Royals. Drew Smiley. And Tyler Naquin with the Reds there. Okay, got just a few more packs, guys, and I'll go through them as quick as I can here, and then we'll wrap this video up because I just wanted to share all these since they come in. Wayne Thomas, who is, that is him with the Guardians there, so that's a this year refractor here. Back to an X-Fractor, Jordan Beck. Nice looking X-Fractor. These are nice looking cards here. Ray Wave refractor. Jared Jones, boy, he's a very good young talent. Randy Rodriguez, Giants, another Ray Wave. You see that, if you don't know what a Ray Wave is, that's the background where it's got that ripple up and down effect, Ray Wave. Trey Ball, Boston Red Sox. Dalen Lau. Jason Kipnis with the Guardians there. Been a lot of years now. Ryan Pepiot. Joe Perez. Michael Chavis, another bust of a former top prospect. Lime Hendricks with the White Sox there. Jason Talion with the Yankees there. Josh Donaldson with the Twins there. Boy, he's been around the block a lot of teams. Chris Bryant when he was still with the Cubs, sliding there. Here is Steven Motts. Oh, yeah. Bryce Harper. You can't go wrong with a Bryce Harper refractor. Here's a Yankee sepia refractor of Oswald Perez. Corey Seager, another nice one there on a purple. Pink refractor Nelson Velasquez. That guy actually helped me almost win a almost win a dynasty league championship one year. This power hitting down the stretch. Justin Crawford. Here's some beautiful pink refractors. Masahiro Tanaka. I used to have him in one of my dynasty leagues for basically his whole career I traded him the last season he played here in America. John Means. I traded him for Marcell Ozuna. I remember that trade. And I ended up getting the better of the end because Ozuna, it was right before Ozuna had a big year with the Braves in 2020. Christian Yelich, pink refractor, former MVP. Clark Schmidt, rookie card, purple refractor. And Francisco Lindor. Boy, I'm wishing that I had waited on that one, but it's okay. It is what it is, you know. It is what it is. That's the way it goes, you know. I broke my own rule. I decided I was just going to go ahead and complete that set. Made a deal with a guy. I still don't have that much in the set, but you know, if I'd have just waited, I knew if I waited as many losses I buy, I'd have even less in the set. Here is this is a Mojo refractor. Matt Frazier, first Bowman Chrome. Luis Gonzalez, first Bowman Chrome Mojo. Maycole Escotto. In that background, you can see that grid, Mojo grid. Martin Jimenez, Blue Jays. Those are a few prospect ones. I'm not as crazy about them. I like the refractors of the major leaguers here, the guys that actually make it to the show. Harrison Bader there. Chad Pender with the Oakland A's. Yasiel Puig on an X-Fractor there. Beautiful card. Brandon Crawford, refractor. Nick Castellanos, more recently with the Phillies. George Springer here. Hyun Ryu, I can't say that name. And he's been in the league forever. Prism refractor of Sonny Gray. Very good picture from many years. Salvador Perez blowing the bubble gum. Gotta love that card. That is a nice card. Max Kranick. I've got to start a new stack to the side here. Matt Verley. Nick Solak on a sepia. Drew Gilbert, Astros. Another sepia. Francisco Alvarez, New York Mets. Bust of a prospect there, Jared Kelenic. Emmanuel Clase for the Guardians PC again. Simon Woods Richardson. I remember when he was a prospect with Toronto Steel. Here is another sepia. Pablo Lopez. All right. Aristides Aquino. I'm butchering that name probably. Guy come up and hit like 5 home runs in like 10 games, and then he never done nothing else. Kyle Mueller when he was still with the Braves. And, oh, man, this is a little bit older. This is Matt Holliday, X-Fractor. Cardinals there. Okay, guys, just a couple more packs. It looks like about 25 in a pack here. So about 50 more cards, and we'll have this video wrapped up finally after. It'll be about 45 minutes, I guess, won't it? All right, just a big mail day here. J.P. Sears. These are purple. Mackenzie Gore, rookie card, refractor there. Joey Votto, longtime stud in the fantasy leagues. Brandon Woodruff. Josh Hader. Brian Anderson, Prism refractor. Jorge Soler with Atlanta there, Prism. Harrison Bader, again, that was the second one just like that. Yon Moncada, Prism. Here's another Prism, Tyler Glasnow. Very good player. Another rookie card of Mackenzie Gore, purple refractor. Cole Sands. Nick Castellanos with the Phillies. Reed Trimble, and this has got the crushed ice look to it in the background, or crushed crystal, whatever you call it. Nice looking card there. Joe Perez again. I think that's the second one like that. Jose Ramirez, my man. Jose, that's my man right there. Hunter Renfroe here with Boston. Some more from the set. Alex Manoah. Brandon Marsh here, rookie card. Purple refractor. Sonny Gray, different Sonny Gray than the last one. Josh Harrison. I always liked Josh Harrison. He was a very good player. sneaky valuable in Dynasty Fantasy formats, 5x5. What was the name? Dustin May. Dustin May. Injuries has really ruined it. Kyle Lewis. Injuries has ruined his career. Uh, Amadeus Diaz. I can't say his first name. Heliot Ramos. Giants. And one more pack, guys. And maybe I'll get it open here in just a second. And I'll have shared this whole Connor Wong. I've shared this whole refractor lot plus the other one with you guys. I have a lot of mail today. Brandon Webb, Arizona Diamondbacks, totally blue. Danny Valencia with the Baltimore Orioles, and that is a negative refractor. That ain't even a refractor. That's just a negative parallel version right there. This is a purple refractor of Todd Frazier. Here is a serial number to 250, Adam Engel. Serial number right there on the front, Adam Engel. Welcher Huang, first Bowman Chrome. So we're back to a few prospects here that may or may not work out. Cedric Mullins, nice looking card there. Beautiful card here, green refractor, Rice Hoskins with the Philly steel. And this one, nope, I thought it was going to be numbered, but it's not. Still beautiful, beautiful refractor. Here is some blue prism looking Cesar Hernandez with the Nationals. Ivan Castilla with the Royals. Here is an, Mojo refractor look. Davis Schneider, Toronto. Jake Berger, who I just got that PSA 9 out of. This is a pink. Jonas Cespedes, very good power hitter for a while. Lonnie White Jr., numbered out of 299. Bowman, not a Bowman first, but still. Here is a pink glitter CJ Cron with the Rockies. Gorgeous card. Look at that. Beautiful. Billy Cox. This is from Topps Archives. Not sure the year. I want to say 52 Topps, but yeah, Billy Cox. Nice looking old refractor there. I mean, it's not old, but Pavin Smith and Eric Hosmer, mirror image. And I'm not a fan of cards such as this, but you know, it is what it is, and it's a refractor. Wait a minute. I don't know if I don't know if that's a refractor or not. I guess it is when I hold it to the light. Okay. Byung Ho Park. Chris Owens, I remember him. That's an X-Fractor background, but I remember him very well. For a while, don't know why he wasn't that good. This is Jared Hart. Whoever he is, one of them, Allen and Jenner, I don't know who that is. I'll have to read the back of the card. And here it just says North. No idea who that is. It says Charlotte North. No clue. This says David Haas. Don't know who he is either. No clue. Might be some celebrity, so to speak, but to me, like, I don't care. I don't know who they are. Alyssa Nair. Again, I have no clue. And then Brett Myers. Back to some baseball players. Now, I know baseball players. Brandon Duckworth right there. And that is it, guys. Thank you all for hanging in there with me on this. A lot of mail, a lot of refractors. And like I said, you know, if you can get refractors, and the reason I like to get them 30 cents or less, it's not just a great deal for somebody that's collecting, but it gives you leeway. Like if you decide you want to sell, which down the road, the older things get, you know, the harder they are to find, so to speak. But at the same time, you want to if you're looking to resell, most refractors sell for, even the common players sell for between $1 and $1.50 a piece. Most guys list on eBay. People looking to complete sets or team sets buy them all the time at that price. So if you can get a whole lot like this for 30 cents a piece or less, that's when you jump on it if you can. When it gets up there, people's asking 50 cents or more a piece, I just pass. But that's me. Anyway, thank you all for watching. A lot of great cards came in. A lot of really nice refractors in these lots. And then I had that PSA 9. Aqua Lava Refractor. That is the only one currently graded, serial numbered out of 199. And Berger is not a superstar, but he's a very solid player. And I was just happy to add that, to the collection. I may try to put together a lava set of refractors for 2024 Topps Chrome. But anyway, again, thank you all for watching. I got to get out of these clothes and get comfortable, relax for the evening. We'll be back again soon with more videos.